Unforgettable stories out of Western Jamaica from the scrapbooks of Adrian Freighter. Because we have not been properly preserving our history and old traditions such as parents passing down stories to their children no longer a way of life, many important stories are dying with the generation in which these stories occurred. One classic example is St. James's sporting history. Because the history of the stalwarts over the years have not been properly documented, many youngsters of today's generation are totally unaware that some of the people they walk past on the street on a day-to-day basis are heroes of the past whose history should be inspiring them as they go in search of their own greatness. One could ask the question, how many youngsters under the age of 20 are aware of the iconic achievements of the likes of legendary cricket umpire Steve Buckner, football legend Paul Teagat Davis, and FIFA World Cup hero Theodore Tapper Whitmore? I am sure that while some will know their names, because of a lack of proper documentation, they are probably totally unaware of the history behind them. In this edition of Lest You Forget, I will be looking at the history of one such legendary figure, Jerry Reid. I am sure that not many would know that Jerry Reid represented Jamaica in cricket at the international level. At the local level, he represented St. James in cricket, football, swimming, and athletics. It should also be noted that at the end of his playing days, he became an accomplished coach in all four disciplines alongside lawn tennis. Reid, who was still playing club cricket after his 50th birthday, also had the distinction of representing Jamaica in senior athletics after the age of 60. For those who might already know, and for those who will be hearing for the first time, I will be revisiting Jerry Reid's life story from a story I wrote for the Gleaner back in 2009 in the Ghetto Gems series. It was published under the headline, Jerry Reid Rises from Montego Bay Slum. For context, I will be renaming it From Slum to Greatness. The story read as follows. Jeremiah Reid's mother regularly reminded him as a child that he was named after one of the iconic prophets of the Bible and that he should build on that legacy. He didn't let his mother down, steering clear of the gang activities which were then a way of life in the impoverished railway lane area of Montego Bay, then considered the city slum, where he grew up in the late 1940s and 50s. My mother grew me up in the church, said a reflective Reid. I had the fear of God in me from early in life, so instead of getting into gangs, I channeled all my energies into sports. Reid said he drew inspiration from the success of fellow railway lane resident Professor Rex Nettleford, who was then making his mark in academia, Marcus Garvey, whose works he read with great interest, and his involvement with the Montego Bay Boys Club, an institution renowned for promoting discipline and sports. At Montego Bay Boys Club, Reid developed into an exceptional sportsman, excelling in swimming, football, cricket, table tennis, and volleyball. By his late teens, he was representing St. James in cricket and football and attracting national attention. In 1963, he had the distinction of representing Jamaica in cricket against a touring English team. Reid also made an indelible mark in the parish of Manchester, where he attended both the Chesterville and Cobbler youth camps. In addition to representing Manchester in cricket and football, he also got into administration, serving both the parish's cricket and football board as vice president. When he returned to St. James, the versatile Reid, who had then acquired coaching credentials in football, cricket, tennis, and track and field, took up where he left off. He became captain of both the parish football and cricket teams, and over time became a vice president of the parish's football and cricket boards. Reid, a recipient of the coveted Sam Sharp Award for his contribution to sports, has done more than enough to earn the respect of his peers. Among his cherished accomplishments were being named the top track and field coach in Jamaica in 1974 and coaching the Jamaica Under-19 cricket team to its first outright win in the West Indies Under-19 competition in 1990. Despite being in his 60s, the evergreen Reid, a deacon, is not slowing down. He still represents St. James in the All-Ireland Masters cricket competition and is a member of Jamaica's senior track and field team, which participated in the annual Caribbean Championships. As an Institute of Sports officer, he continues to coach cricket, football and tennis. Reid, who is affectionately called Mas Jerry, will be remembered as one who rose from the slums of Railway Lane to become one of Montego Bay's most revered sons. Since that article was written in March 2009, Reid has had many additional accolades bestowed upon him. He has been honoured by both the St. James Football Board and the St. James Cricket Board, and he is on the honour roll at the Montego Bay Cricket Club, where he is an honorary life member. However, of all the accolades Reid has received over the years, his proudest moment must have been when he was presented with the Governor General's Award in 2013. In fact, after being presented with the award, Reid said the following: "The award only gives me the drive to continue to get more involved. There are lots of communities that need help, and if I can be one such person to help or get others to help the unfortunate in these communities, then I'll be more than happy to assist. I therefore gratefully accept it, because people who give community service do not always live to get recognized." In looking back at Jerry Reid's life and his accomplishments, there's absolutely no doubt that he has made an indelible mark and life in St. James, which makes his story one of those unforgettable stories out of Western Jamaica. Unforgettable stories out of Western Jamaica from the scrapbooks of Adrian Freighter. Before you go, please remember to subscribe.